UFC fans are going crazy everywhere right now because Jack Della Maddalena has been, in so many terms, exposed as not being the contender that he really is, because a lot of people were talking about him being a future title contender. Everybody was saying Jack Della Maddalena was going to be the next big guy, but he showed such poor fight IQ in his most recent fight that people are completely off the train. We are going to be talking about Jack Della Maddalena today and why I think everybody should give him a second chance. And I am definitely going to be giving him a second chance. Again, we're going to talk about that in just a second. Before we do, though, I do want to say hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with too many YouTube channels. Let's talk about Jack Della Maddalena. And I keep having to say that slow now because that is a tongue twister. Saying his name a bunch of times fast is like, oh my God, that's a little crazy. But anyways, so obviously, the common criticism that's going everywhere right now, everybody is on Jack Della Maddalena's butt because, of course, we saw very poor fight IQ from him. He would rock his opponent. By the way, how good was that fight? That was amazing. But anyways, Jack would rock his opponent, and then he would do the classic low IQ thing, which is jump for a guillotine and end up on bottom after rocking your opponent. After almost finishing the fight, he was constantly doing that and constantly just making different decisions. Instead of continuing and pursuing his opponent and finishing the fight, he would make very, very poor decisions. It was very evident, and the biggest one, of course, was the guillotine. He wasn't doing anything on the bottom. You know, you get the point. There were so many times where Jack could have finished the fight, where it at least appeared to be that he could finish a fight, and he just wasn't choosing the option. This is why that I'm going to give him another chance, okay? First of all, I don't know how Jack was feeling coming into this fight. He just had a big weight cut 1 week before and then came into this week again and had another big weight cut. That probably takes an immense toll on your body. That's probably really, really horrible to do. And I can't imagine coming out as Jack Della Maddalena and still having to put a performance like he just did very quickly into that fight. He was dragged into an absolute war. Who knows how he was feeling through that? It was an opponent he wasn't preparing for, and his opponent is UFC caliber. He proved that to me completely. It has nothing to do with Jack and his fighting ability. His opponent is totally UFC contender. So we don't know how good his opponent is. Maybe Jack was caught off guard, okay? He could have not been feeling well coming to this fight. I see a guy who never... if you go back and watch any of Jack Della Maddalena's fights, any of them, we see him as this guy who is so smart with his punches, smart with his game plan. This is very uncharacteristic of him to just constantly see him trying to finish a fight, trying to submit his opponent. I suspect that Jack Della Maddalena wasn't either, I don't know if I don't want to say not feeling good. The weight cut could have been getting to him. He could have been not at 100%, and he could have been looking, okay, I rocked this guy, and maybe the cardio seemed to be not an issue. He was breathing really heavy, but he was fighting through it. I believe he was getting through the fight more with heart than he was with his actual cardio. Maybe he wanted that quick win. Maybe he saw the neck there, and he's like, I can get the choke, I can get out of here, I can get a quick win. I kind of saw that in... I don't, it's tough to say because I want to say that I saw it in his eyes and I'm like, dude, your body just took a horrible, horrible toll and now you're being dragged into war. And Jack Della Maddalena was getting caught with some really, really big shots. Would it have been easier to obviously finish the fight? He gets the guy to the ground instead of just trying to choke the guy out, just pounding him to death. Maybe he was barely performing. It appeared like he was okay, but if you look at his face, the dude almost looked like he was suffering through that performance. I am going to give him totally one more chance. Everybody's like, oh my God, Sean Brady would ragdoll this guy. He would just absolutely destroy him. And I'm like, I don't know. I hate it when fighters go through a weight cut twice in a row. But in saying that, of course, that's his fault. But maybe that's why he's making those decisions. Nobody's asking why Jack Della Maddalena seemed to have poor fight IQ in this fight. It's so uncharacteristic for him. I'm not looking at him right now and I'm not seeing like everybody. There's so many fights where we're like, oh, Hype Train was exposed there. This isn't the fighter that we thought he was. He's a number 14 contender and he's had a spectacular career so far. And still, he had an absolute war. It displayed incredible heart. He looked great. Does that mean I have no concerns for him continuing into the future? No, that's not what I mean. But I'm saying everybody's talking right now like this dude is exposed for being a fraud or something. I'm going to give him another chance. I want to see him fighting another grappler. I want to see him come to the fight healthy because he is no longer healthy once he's doing 2 weight cuts like he just did. I think everybody should be praising him right now for saying putting on the fight that he did. That was absolutely incredible. Incredible work by Jack Della Maddalena. The takedown defense needs some work. Maybe that's not even the issue. Maybe it was just the cardio. But the point is there's questions here and I'm going to give him one more chance to prove me wrong. If he flunks again, And he didn't even flunk. He won the fight. But if he has bad performance, like if he has a horrible performance and bad fight IQ displayed in the fight in his next time, then I'll be like, okay, I'll jump on the train. But right now, after everything that he's been through this week, these past couple weeks, I'm not going to dog on him. I can't believe he put the performance on that he did, and I can't wait to watch him compete again. This is where I'll leave it up to you guys down below. What did you think about Jack Della Maddalena's performance? What did you think about his fight IQ? What do you think about him moving forward? Let me know what you think down below, guys. Thank you so much for watching. On the screen right now, you'll have 2 videos from the Clenbat channel. If you want to continue watching the channel, I would appreciate it. I will see you there or in the next video, guys. Take care.